Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're going to change things up a little bit here on the channel. We're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton, but we are on the pre-owned vehicle side to check out, believe it or not, a 2025 Lexus NX350 Premium all-wheel drive. The color here is caviar with the Palomino leather interior. We got turbocharged power. And believe it or not, we only have 288 miles on the clock on this vehicle that was traded in not too long ago. So we're going to go through this pre-owned Lexus NX350 Premium, and you can let me know if you're looking for that premium branded subcompact SUV. Is the NX350 the one you would buy? So let's dig in. Front end of the NX350, again in the caviar paint. We're going to go LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps with standard bulbs for turn signals coming across. We're going to go with this graphite gray grille against the caviar with that familiar Lexus shape to it. As we come around to our wheel and tire setup here, we're looking at an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, a Lexus badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Alenza all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the caviar paint. We do have some chrome trim around the windows and on the side view mirrors. Moving on closer, we're going to go color matched side view mirror caps, LED turn signals, color matched front and rear door handle as that metal flake in the caviar paint starts to sparkle in the sun. Up top, color matched roof spoiler, aluminum on the roof rail, shark fin antenna, standard sunroof. And then as we swing around to the rear end of this NX350, we have the small roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass, and then a full spread of LED lighting in the back, including the turn signals, the Lexus name right in the middle, NX350 all-wheel drive on the bottom right of the tailgate, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 25 NX350 Premium, and we have the Lexus 2.4-liter turbocharged inline four-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 275 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque, MPGs 21 in the city, 28 on the highway. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, we don't have a window sticker for this vehicle, unfortunately, because the owner who bought this threw it away, didn't save it. Always save the window sticker, especially if you're trading it in at a dealer that isn't a Lexus dealer, because they're not going to know what the options are, and you run the risk of getting a lower trade-in value, frankly. But anyway, MSRP base. This is MSRP when new for this car as optioned. This is a ballpark figure, $51,000. Now, pre-owned with only 288 miles on the clock, vehicle asking price is $47,909. So let's check out the interior. Before we get to the door panel, you might want to know, Mike, where does Lexus build the NX350? Well, the NX350 is built at the Toyota Cambridge, Ontario, Canada assembly plant. So that's where this one came from. Now, let's get to the door panel. We'll move on in closer. We're going to have soft touch material across the top, and then this beautiful, look at this, gray and black trim design right up here. Looks gorgeous. The Palomino leather, nice and soft. More of this graphite trim, flat black on the switchgear, 3 memory seat settings, and of course we do have power fold mirrors. Moving on down, fairly skinny door pocket as we move in to the foot box. Nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the all-season floor mats and carpeted floor mats in the trunk of the vehicle at this time. We do have an aluminum door sill plate that says Lexus to welcome you to the vehicle. Full power for the driver and the front passenger. Palomino color leather, it's like a tan with the cross stitch. Really soft. We have the insert design with the perforations. Headrests feel soft. Really sharp looking interior. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, except you don't get memory seat settings. Moving over to the dash, we're going to go soft touch into the heat and air vent, and then again, Palomino color, and down below, nice large glove box. Now, as we swing over, we have the larger infotainment screen. Since we don't have the window sticker, I don't have an exact number on this, but if I were to guess, it's somewhere like a 12.3 maybe, somewhere in there, maybe 13, somewhere in there. But it is obviously the way it looks, the Toyota's infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav through the subscription service, as well as your music, where you have your Sirius XM, as well as regular HD, AM, FM radio stations, Bluetooth your phone. There's your vehicle alerts. You can get your tire pressures, drip information, driving assist information. My apologies for the strobe, but that's how the camera lens is picking up this infotainment system. Then we can come down here, set up our driver profiles, set up our general thing, Wi-Fi hotspot. We can go to customize our vehicle, and here we can set up the lights, the door controls, and everything. But here's the illumination, where you can set up your ambient lighting. You just click on here, and here are all your ambient lighting themes. And since we're going with a tan interior, I don't know, why don't we try sunset on the ambient lighting? But that's where that is. Back to home, we go to reverse, and we have a nice large backup camera with trajectory, no 360-degree view though. And then we can go back to park, and we're back to the beginning now. Down below, we have dual climate right there. We have 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver, and the same thing for the front passenger, with the heated steering wheel with 360-degree heat. Down further, volume knob, and then you have your defrost options. You have 2 heat and air vents with your 4-way hazards. Push button start way up here, and then down further, drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash, USB-A, USB-C, wireless charging pad. Here is the gear shift to go through this 8-speed automatic. Down further, we have hill descent control, auto vehicle hold, electric brake, engine auto stop start, on or off, hill descent control, 2 cup holders with the trim ring, flat black instead of gloss there, which is good. And then the Lexus key fob right here, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, Lexus badge on the back, nice weight. And then the armrest, nice and soft. We open that up, and we have a nice large area for storage. Lexus steering wheel. We do have a leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches with the stitching, really strong 360-degree heat on the wheel. Lexus badge on the center cap, some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up. But this is my issue with the NX so far. The only thing I could find, everything else looks really nice, but I have the wheel set in the highest position, the tilt, and I have the seat in its lowest position, and at 5'11", when I get in and out, boom, my leg hits the steering wheel. So if you're my height, 5'11" or taller, it's going to be a tight fit in this NX350. They need to flatten the wheel off, help you get in and out of the vehicle easier. Now, on your switch gear, it's flat black. So we have telephone voice commands, controls for the digital dash, volume, and then on the right side, you have your adaptive cruise, modes for your infotainment system, seek for your music. We do have paddles to go up and down this 8-speed automatic manually if you would like. On the left, you have your headlights and fog lamp controls. On the right, front and rear wiper. Down here on the left, pop your fuel filler door, pop the tailgate. And then right here, you have the electric tilting and telescoping wheel. So they have you set there. And then we have the fully digital dash. And now we can go through our drive modes. And here we go. We go to the left on the dial, we go to Eco. And that's it. And then we go to the right on the dial and we go to Sport. And we get a slight change and it says Sport. Or we can push the button and we can go back to normal. So blue for Eco, a little red for Sport, and same color for normal. And then if you want to go through additional information, you can do that here on this side. And you can page left to right, or there are submenus that you can go through as well on here that you may want to see when you're going down the road. So it's really clear and it's well organized. Would have been nice to have a little bit more bling when you change the drive modes though. Would you let me know? The overhead console is all gloss black, but if we zoom on in, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. If you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button pushed in with the green light on. When you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. We do have a spot for your sunglasses right there. And standard sunroof, the shade is manual, so you can throw that back. And then the left button is going to be the tilt. The right button is going to open it up. So you just push it, hold it in a second. It goes back, wind buffeter comes up, and then you can push it and close it. And then if you hit the left button, you push that up towards the roof and it's going to tilt. And then you can close that up. When you're done, you can bring the shade back with your hand. Now we have a framed rear view mirror with home link, and we do have the magic button. So we have the digital rear view mirror, and the buttons over here are the raise and lower the rear view camera, and then zoom in or zoom out. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes. Getting in the back of this NX350, but first the rear door panel. As you can see, we're going to go with the same soft touch with that trim design into the Palomino leather. So nice consistency of design. I like the fact they're using the same materials. I have the seat set for my driving position, so let's get on in. We got to put our leg in, twist, and duck to get in because we do have a low roof. This is a subcompact SUV, remember. Now, I do have plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. I have the seat set for my driving position, and I have plenty of room at 5'11". So I got more room in the back seat than I do up front behind the wheel. We do have now go black leather all the way down the seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. 2 heat and air vents, a 12-volt and 2 USB-Cs. But as you can see on each door, we don't have rear heated seats in an NX350 Premium that was $51 grand new. We should have rear heated seats. We have the Palomino leather, nice and soft, feels good. And then the armrest, super soft, 2 cup holders. So as far as riding in the back of this, I think I like riding in the back of this better than I like riding in the front. Getting in the cargo area of the NX350, you can pop the tailgate from the key fob, you can pop the tailgate from the dash, or you can come to the back, and right underneath the X in Lexus, there's a button. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. With the rear seats up, 22.7 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this NX350. Here are the all-season mats that I mentioned earlier. And then underneath here, we do have the carpeted Lexus floor mats with that Palomino cross stitch on them, which is a nice touch. Now, this is the cargo net that's in here. We do have the Lexus NX all-season, the cargo net, the cargo mat right here that says Lexus NX on it. Underneath here, we can open this up, and we have another area for storage down below. Now, in the back here, we do have some cargo nets. We got the first aid kit. We do have a 12-volt and some LED lighting in the back, so they got you covered there. And then you have this removable security shade. Now, what I don't see in back here, which I think I should see in a Lexus, is you can't drop the rear seats from the back of this vehicle. You got to go around to each side. So here we go. Or you can reach through. But we're going to go around to each side because I don't want to mess with that security shade. Pull the button, seats fold flat. Go around to the other side, pull the button, and seats fold flat. So now, with the rear seats down and that security shade or tonneau cover out, you're looking at 46.9 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Lexus NX. So let's now take it out for a spin. All right, so we're out on the road in this 25 Lexus NX350 Premium. And right off the bat, I got good visibility out the front windshield, side glass. Rear window's a little small. I got a big blind spot over my left shoulder when I look back, because we have a pretty thick B-pillar in here. So be mindful of that. With the digital rear view mirror, I got an unobstructed view out the back. I got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. It handles like a dream. It really does. The steering feels really good. The wheel is a really good thickness. Brakes work great. And we got turbocharged power, 275 horses, 317 pound-feet of torque. Max torque coming in at 1,700 RPM, so coming in a little bit lower. And it gets the vehicle up to speed, and it's a heavy vehicle for a subcompact SUV. This is over 4,000 pounds of curb weight, just over 4,000 pounds. That's a heavy subcompact. Handling wallows a little bit in the turns, but it is an SUV, but it feels good. Suspension's really well damped, right? Takes the bumps really well, very smooth, very refined drive as you would expect from a Lexus. The one thing that I was surprised about is how much wind noise I'm getting on the front windshield. Right now you can still hear it, but if you're up at like 55, 60 miles an hour, you can really hear it. Surprised me. And I can hear more engine noise than I expected to hear in a Lexus product. I know we got acoustic glass, I know we got sound deadening, but it's still a little louder than I would expect from a Lexus. I would expect it to be a bit more quiet. Maybe because it's the subcompact. You know, there's certain things you can't help. It certainly is a lot quieter than a Toyota RAV4 or a Toyota Corolla Cross, but this is about in the class of the Corolla Cross, just a premium version. And we have a turning radius, nice and tight at 19 feet, and it zips right around, no problem. And now we're going to take off. Now we are going to go over to our medium so we can use the paddles, and then we'll shift it over to sport and we'll see how it does. Pretty good on the way up. Nice, it's sharper on the way down. But it gets the vehicle up to speed. We're going to put this back into regular drive now, leave it in sport, get better throttle response in sport mode. But again, it's not going to be a really fast vehicle, right? But it does have some sporty fun. But you can get the NX in a bunch of different ways from Lexus. You can go gas only like this one. You can get a smaller engine, go with the 250 and save some money, less horsepower of course. You can go with a hybrid 350h. I mean, go 450h, and I believe that's the plug-in hybrid. So there's a lot of different ways you can get one. But again, Lexus is the most expensive Asian premium brand. You're going to pay more for a Lexus on average than you will for an Acura, an Infiniti, or a Genesis. They are at the top of the food chain when it comes to Asian premium brands. So if you're in the market for a premium subcompact, do you go NX350? If you do, what trim do you go with? Or do you go somewhere else to save some money, because you'll be spending more on a Lexus than you will anything else, unless you go over to one of the Euro brands like Audi, Mercedes-Benz, something like that, BMW. Put it in the comments and let me know. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this slightly driven 2025 Lexus NX 350 Premium all-wheel drive in Caviar for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.